Chosen one, this message is not an accident. It's a divine appointment. You didn't just stumble upon this. You were summoned. Heaven has watched you in silence. God has seen your tears, your quiet sacrifices, your faithful obedience when no one was watching. This isn't just another video. This is your confirmation. This is your spiritual announcement. God is lifting you. Not because of hype, but because of holiness. Not because of performance, but because of purity. Not because of fame, but because of faith. If this resonates deep in your spirit, type "I receive it" in the comments right now. That's not just engagement, that's agreement with heaven. That's a prophetic signal. A code that says, I'm ready, I'm aligned, I'm chosen. This message is broken into 7 divine chapters, each one revealing why God has selected you for this moment, why you've been hidden, and why your elevation is not just a reward, it's a response. Let's begin. While others chased clout, you chased calling. While they were busy being seen, you were being shaped. God is proud of you because you stayed committed to your purpose even when it wasn't trendy. You walked a lonely road with courage. There were days you wanted to compromise, to fit in, to water it down just so you wouldn't feel alone. But something in your spirit said, no, stay planted. And you did. You didn't sell out your soul for likes. You didn't trade conviction for attention. You walked with integrity when no one was clapping. And now heaven is clapping for you. You passed the popularity test. You proved that your platform is built on purpose, not performance. And that's why God is lifting you now. Obedience without results. That's real faith. And you lived it. You said yes to God's voice, even when it cost you relationships. You moved when He said move, even if you had to walk alone. You didn't have all the details, but you had direction. And that was enough. You obeyed in silence, in struggle, in sacrifice. And God took note. Every quiet yes was a seed. Every silent prayer was a key. Every step in faith was an investment in destiny. Chosen one, you obeyed without seeing. And now you're about to see because you obeyed. This world tried to harden you. It tempted you to grow cold, to retaliate, to match energy with energy. But you didn't. You kept your heart pure. You stayed kind in cruelty. You showed grace when they gave you gossip. You showed love when they gave you lies. God watched you protect your heart from bitterness. He watched you refuse to let pain make you petty. You didn't just survive, you stayed sweet. And that kind of purity is rare. It's sacred, and it's powerful. Because while others were focused on being impressive, you stayed innocent, and heaven honors that. Now God is lifting the gentle ones, the ones who didn't let the fire burn away their compassion. You're one of them. There were days you were battling silently, but still showing up with a smile. You gave hope when you were hurting. You prayed for people while you were barely holding on. Chosen one, you were a blessing in the middle of your own brokenness. You carried others when no one was carrying you. And God didn't miss a moment. Heaven saw your selflessness. Every time you poured out while empty, it was recorded. Every time you chose service over self, it was written. And now, you're stepping into a divine harvest. Because you didn't wait to be full to give, you gave anyway. And now the pouring is coming back, multiplied. This world let go of standards, of truth, of righteousness. But you didn't. You held the line. You kept the standard. You stayed rooted when the winds of culture tried to sway you. You didn't flirt with compromise. You didn't redefine your values just to fit in. You were mocked, called old-fashioned, outdated. But in heaven's eyes, you were marked, set apart, untouchable. You didn't let the pressure change your position. And now, your unshakable stand is the foundation for your elevation. God can trust you. He's seen your convictions, and He's about to crown them. You had every reason to snap back, to defend your name, to expose the truth. But you didn't. You chose peace over pettiness, silence over slander. You didn't fight your own battles. You let God fight them. And now, He's about to vindicate you. Not just in private, but publicly. The very ones who doubted you will watch God exalt you. Not because you screamed your worth, but because you held your peace. God says, you stayed humble. Now watch me lift you. Faith when the facts agree is easy. Faith when the facts are screaming impossible. That's divine. You chose faith. When the money ran out, when the doors stayed closed, when the healing didn't come, when the people walked away, you still believed, you still praised, still worshiped, still waited, still declared. And now, chosen one, your faith is being rewarded. Not just with stuff, but with supernatural clarity, power, favor, and influence. You didn't believe blindly, you believed boldly, and that belief has shaken the heavens. Chosen one, this isn't just your moment, it's your mandate. You're not being lifted to flex, you're being lifted to lead. You're not rising for popularity, you're rising for purpose. This isn't the result of striving, this is the reward of alignment. So walk boldly, pray fervently, live intentionally, and never forget. Your elevation is not just a gift, it's a response to your faithfulness. If this word resonated in your spirit, type elevation season in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe, not for vanity, but to spread this prophetic signal to every other chosen one who needs this reminder. You didn't come here by accident. You're not just another face in the crowd. You are marked. You are called. You are chosen. And this is your season.